All right, well, 12 News is your hurricane headquarters. Ahead of hurricane season, scientists with the government came to Lake Charles on a hurricane awareness tour there. 12 News reporter Cameron Burchett was there, and she explains how these organizations work together to track data and predict where storms will go.
Here at the Chennault International Airport in Lake Charles, several hurricane organizations, experts, and scientists gathered for a day full of education about gathering storm data. A fleet of hurricane hunting aircraft touched down on Wednesday, giving a behind-the-scenes look at how forecasters track and predict dangerous storms ahead of hurricane season.
All of these aircraft are used for hurricane hunting.
Doug Kramer is a warning coordinator meteorologist at the National Weather Service in Lake Charles.
We've got a C-130 here, we've got a P-3, and we've got a King Air.
Scientists in these aircrafts collect critical storm data and feed it into sophisticated forecasting systems. Kramer says the advancements of technology have allowed them to be one step ahead when time is crucial.
One of the biggest technology is artificial intelligence. We're starting to incorporate that into our hurricane forecasting, and we're starting to see some positive results from that. But then also just the instrumentation that are on these planes have improved over the last few years.
Also at the NWS in Lake Charles is Stephen Carboni, the meteorologist in charge. He shared the data that these planes can collect.
Information on the wind field, the structure of the storm, things like its pressure, and all that data gets fed back out, to the forecasters at the National Hurricane Center.
That's where you'll find National Hurricane Center Director Michael Brennan. He says that data helps track the forecast more accurately.
And that data comes to us in real time. The NOAA aircraft also has a tail Doppler radar on it, so it's essentially like flying a radar into the hurricane. And all that data makes the track and intensity forecast from the model guidance 10 to 20% better. So we really want to have the aircraft in the storm as early and as often as possible.
The group's end goal is to ultimately better understand storms and improve warnings before storms threaten communities.
It doesn't take a major hurricane making landfall in your community for there to be dangerous impacts.
Director of the National Hurricane Center, Michael Brennan, says now is the time to begin preparations for hurricane season as we begin to get closer to June 1st. In Lake Charles, Cameron Burchett, 12 News.